Discover how much free radical damage has impacted your personality development and how to overcome social anxiety. Are you ready to turn back the clock? To realise how much damage social anxiety has done to your personality development so far, and how it has turned you against yourself, you need only take a listen to yourself and the language patterns you use to describe yourself and others. You might be wondering why you would even want to lift that rock to see what lies beneath. You absolutely should do this, because that rock which is sitting squarely on your shoulders, it's heavy and it's oppressive. You just don't realise because you got used to the weight. By lifting that rock and exposing what lies beneath, you could potentially remove it from your shoulders completely, with a little strategy I'll teach you at the end of this video. It could be the beginning of the end for your shy personality too. Think of that rock as being like one colossal kidney stone. It can be broken down with the right treatment. After that, it's up to you to maintain the strategy I teach you and prevent a new one from forming. The first thing to face with this self-analysis exercise is that other people are like walking, small-talking mirrors into our own social anxiety imposter personality. Imagine for a moment calling someone a moron or an idiot in your mind for what may be a very petty thing. Where does your blueprint for that label come from? Yourself, of course. Being inwardly abusive to ourselves and others is just the doorway into the dark side of our souls. And doesn't the treadmill of relentless negativity being churned out from that side of your mind just get exhausting sometimes? The following are 5 different ways the dark thoughts can manifest themselves. Number 1, the petty resentment. This type of thought pops up when an inconvenience occurs. For example, being awoken too early by the inconsiderate noises of somebody else. Number 2, the commentary. These type of thoughts are quite mean and directed silently and with little provocation at other people for any random number of reasons. Smoking in your face, a baby allowed to cry uncontrolled, people coughing without covering their mouths, not washing hands in public loos, etc. Number 3, the imaginary argument. This type of negativity comes in the shape of creating an imaginary argument with another person, ignited usually by the commentary thought. The argument doesn't last long and it usually never reaches a conclusion, so closure is not achieved and the negativity goes unresolved. Number 4, the rehashed argument. A variation of the imaginary argument that sees one's brain dredge up a past conflict and replay it over and over until it's been rewritten in your favour. Number 5, the visual. This type of negativity is delivered in the form of an image rather than auditory. The visual can be quite disturbing and gives your brain enough leverage to really stick the boot in. For example, your social anxiety imposter persona might show you threatening future scenarios where you are in poor health or wounded. The visual is a silent cry for attention and help, but these manifestations are not exclusive to people with social anxiety or shyness. They are universal to all humans and even very common, even behind the sweetest, most serene of features. The main difference comes down to the degree and depth of which these thoughts are present. A mind kept in the dark for a long period of its life by a shyness or social anxiety imposter personality will naturally experience and express many more of the negative dark thoughts from where it dwells. Left unchecked, negative thoughts can quickly spread and get out of control. But with a quick tune-up, you can soon focus the mind to purge these thoughts. Try imagining you're a fly on the wall of your own mind for a moment. You don't have to take the form of a fly, by the way, and your mind doesn't have to look like the inside of your head. You could be sitting on a log, looking over the pond of your mind below you. Now, as negative thoughts arise in your mind, Give them form too. Let's imagine they are eels rising to the surface. From your position, you can eliminate these negative thoughts with whatever weapon you like the moment they start manifesting. Of course, as you're dealing with your imagination here, you can imagine any scenario you like too. Your mind could be a house, and all those negative thoughts and self-criticisms could be flames trying to burn your house down. You could be the fireman that goes in with a high-velocity hose and puts those flames out. This is a very effective exercise for purging a mind hijacked by negative thoughts, and it's the first step to evicting the social anxiety, imposter personality from your mind. What I've just described is a conscious exercise, so you won't always remember to do it in the moment when those negative thoughts are arising. But the more you persist with this, the more the habit will form. And one day, maybe a year from now, you'll be awoken early. A bad thought will arise in your mind, and instinctively, your subconscious will extinguish the thought before it can affect your mood. I spent 25 years living with the social anxiety imposter squatting in my mind, and much of that time I spent learning how to defeat it. In the end, I did far more than just evicting social anxiety from my life. If you want to know how it's done, click the link below this video and learn about Wordshy. Thank you.